So my turtle is all done. This is my last round and I've cut my yarn. So you're gonna hold your turtle, so the tail is close to you, and the shell is almost like I'm facing you. So I'm just holding my turtle like this. The shell is underneath, and then you're gonna insert your hook into the first, or into the front loop that is the closest to the tail. So this would be this one here from the front loop that we didn't use for that round of the shell. And then you're going to take a new strand of yarn. You're gonna place it on your hook. So I'm just folding it in half. And then you're gonna pull it through. And then you're gonna chain one. This doesn't count as a stitch. Then you're gonna go back into the same front loop. And single crochet stitch. Then you can pull. Like I said, the chain one that you just did doesn't count as a stitch. So right now we have one stitch. Then you're gonna find your next front loop. It should be a little closer to you this time. And you're gonna single crochet stitch there as well. So you want a total of 18 single crochet stitches into the front loops. So for example, I have 5 so far. So I want a total of 18, so I'm gonna do that. You can pause a video and do your 18 stitches. Okay, I'm closer to the head now. So I'm going to show you what to do to join the head to the thrill. So the head is secured. And here I'm out of yarn. I'm going to show you a little trick to solve that. Maybe you'll use it when you meet in knots. Just hold the new yarn and yarn over like this. Pull through and go on your work. Use your big eye needle to hide this loose into the shell after finish. Okay, so here I have reached the head. And I want to show you how I'm gonna do the head. So basically we want to secure it in place. So I'm gonna start by placing my stitch markers, or you can place safety needles between rounds 9 and 10 of the head. So the first one I'm gonna place, I want it to be as centered as possible with the eye. And then I'm gonna place one on both sides, right next to it. So basically in the holes, right where you placed your stitch marker, and then so I was just done with my frill. So I'm gonna do one more single crochet into the next front loop. So I'll be inserting my hook into the next front loop of the body of the shell, and then I'm gonna insert my hook into point E and then out through point D. Gonna take them off. So through the head, and then I'm going to yarn under, and also through the front loop, and the loop on the hook. And then you want to pull on your yarn. Just to make sure that everything is started and secured. So I'm going to do same for the head. So this was point D. So I'm gonna go there and out through point C, and I'm gonna slip stitch through everything. And pull tight. Repeat, join the single crochet. And then we're going to repeat the same into the next front loop, into point C out through point B. And slip stitch. And pull tight. And here repeat your work. Slip stitch, and pull tight. So your turtles should look like this, and now the head is not falling anymore, and you still have your frill right here. Okay, so I'm going to finish my turtle, and also I like to place the frill. Now I just repeat that until finish the frill, and then complete your single crochet stitch. Okay. At the end of the frill, just to show you what to do with your yarn tails. Okay, at the end of the frill, I've just worked my last single crochet stitch. And I'm just gonna go into the first single crochet stitch that we made for the frill, and I'm gonna slip stitch there. This, and then I'm gonna cut my yarn not too long, and then pull it out. Make sure that it's secured. And then the first still as well. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my needle to weave in your ends into the shell. Usually this step needs to be done before filling with filler cotton. And then you can hide these deals. You just need to stuff your turtle and close the opening. And she's all done.